Hey guys, Barbara here, wanting to give your slides some pizzazz. Let's check it out. Using WordArt and shapes can sometimes give your presentation that little spark that it needs to take it from dull to delightful. A few clever placements of words with a drop shadow will make your message pop to life. Adding shape patterns with your brand colors can also give your content a feeling of unity and continuity. It's amazing how including something so simple can make such a difference when positioned carefully. If you're unsure of how to use shapes in a presentation, browse the internet for some inspiration and look at the examples of presentation layouts. Take note of how shapes are incorporated into different presentation styles. Let's get you set up with the skills that you need. Here I have a slide where I will demonstrate how to use shapes and WordArt in Google Slides. From the toolbar above, select the shape icon, or alternatively, from your menu bar, select Insert and Shapes. You will see options to insert your standard shapes, or to insert an arrow, callouts, or even equation symbols. I'll select a callout. Your cursor will change to a little plus icon, and you can now add in your shape. Resize it using the little blue squares on the corners and adjust the rotation if you wish to do so. If your shape has a little yellow square, then you can customize it a bit more. Notice what happens when I drag it. On the toolbar at the top, you can change your shape color, the border of the shape, the thickness, and the look of the border. If you double-click into this shape, you can type into it. Adjust the font accordingly from these icons that appear. Watch our video on first steps in creating presentations to learn more about text editing. When you select the shape, you will notice that you have some formatting options available from the toolbar. When you choose Format Options, a side panel will open. Here, you can adjust the size and rotation, the position, the text fitting, or add a drop shadow or reflection. If you would like to use this drop shadow to create a sense of depth on the page, you can adjust the transparency, the angle, the distance, and the blur radius of the shape's shadow. Close the side panel when you are done. You now have the skills you need to work with shapes. If you would like to change this shape to another one, right-click on the shape and from the menu that appears, choose to change shape. Your shape will change to the new shape that you have selected. Let's have a look at adding some word art. From the Insert menu, head to WordArt. Type in the text you would like to appear as word art and hit Enter. The word art will be inserted into your document. You can drag it to wherever you need and adjust the sizing from the little blue squares. You will notice that when you adjust the sizing, it does not automatically move the text to the next line. If you want the text to be on the next line, double-click on your word art and the editing view will appear. Put your cursor where you would like the enter to be and hold down Shift and then hit Enter. This will move some text to the next line. When you are done, simply hit Enter. You can now adjust the font color, and the border. If you would like to change the color of only one word, you will need to have that word as an individual box on its own. For example, I'll change the word rock. I will copy and paste this title so that I have it 3 times. Adjust them accordingly and position them where you want them to be. Notice how they are now independent of one another? Adjust each one as you need. You can give WordArt drop shadows as well. Simply select the Format options from the toolbar and you will notice you have the same options we just saw with shapes. Adjust it accordingly and that's a wrap. Here is another example of using a combination of shapes and WordArt. If you have shapes like this and you would like to stack them on top of one another, you can readjust the order they appear in. When you right-click, you will see the option to order. You can now move shapes to the front or to send it to the back. If you would like to crop images into shapes, watch our video on working with images in Google Slides to learn how to do it. See what a difference a simple drop shadow can do? Words can go from being flat to 3D in a few seconds. Try take note of how you see word art and shapes around you, and soon you will feel inspired to use these tools to up your content creation.